Hello everyone. So this is the question lots of you were confused in, and this is a very famous puzzle. Let's see how to solve this. So the question is saying a man once decided to trade oranges in the city of Bangalore. He had harvested 3000 oranges, but the market is 1000 kilometers away. Okay. In order to transport oranges, he hired a pickup truck, and the driver allows to carry 1000 oranges at a time, and he eats one orange per kilometer traveled. Okay, so for every kilometer he is traveling, he is eating one orange. So there can be a different variant for the same question, like it can say you are trading say petrol, and the car or the bike whatever you will be using to travel would be consuming 1 liter of petrol on its way for per kilometer, something like that. Okay, so do not consider a question something like okay, 1000 I will go and drop and 1000 I will come back, and from there finally the driver will take away whatever is left out. It won't be the case like that. Whenever he travels 1 kilometer, he will be charging you for that. Then for another kilometer he will again charge you for that at that very instant. Okay, so you cannot simply pay at the end. Whatever distance it goes, it will charge for that at that very moment, because he is eating away. Okay, the question says the driver allows to carry 1000 oranges at a time and eats one orange for every kilometer he is traveling. Okay, now what he is saying is, if the selling price of an orange is rupees 1, what was the maximum total amount he could earn after selling at the market, right? Now, what will be the answer and how to proceed? So let's not worry about the answer and let's see how to proceed for the answer. Okay. If we have to talk about answer, well, it's a little bit confusing because the data is yet not complete. Not everything has been mentioned here. Okay. And we will see how. So let's see. This is 1000 kilometer distance. Here it's the market, and here is the person with 3000 oranges. Okay, and he has to take these 3000 from here to here. So if the person travels 1 kilometer, okay, then how many oranges he can take? He can take only 1000 oranges from here to here. Okay, that is one trip. Then he will have to go back one trip and to take rest of the oranges, right? Then again he will take second trip to here, or it will be third trip, you can say. First trip forward, second trip backward, now third trip again forward to take another 100 oranges, sorry, 1000 oranges. Still 1000 is here and 2000 is here, that is 1 kilometer from here, right, at 1 kilometer distance. So to take these 1000 again he will have to go 1 kilometer back, so that is fourth trip, first, second, third, fourth, and then again rest of the 1000 oranges he will bring to 1 kilometer ahead. So to shift these 3000 oranges 1 kilometer ahead, he has taken 5 trips total. Okay, and for these 5 trips of 1 kilometer, of course he would have given away 5 oranges to the driver. Okay, so the simple conclusion that came from here is, to shift these 3000 oranges 1 kilometer ahead, he is giving away 5 oranges. Okay, so if 3000 oranges he has shifted, this is 1 kilometer, suppose this is 2 kilometer. So if 3000 oranges he has shifted here, how many he would have given away by now? 5 here and 5 here, 10. For third, by here he would have given away 15, and so on, until when this will happen. Well, that will happen till he has given away 1000. Okay, now why, we will see. So until 1000, that is how much? 5 2s are 10, 200. So until 200 kilometer this will happen. Let's see how. So suppose this is 200 kilometers. So till here what has happened? By 200 kilometers he has given away 200 into 5, that is 1000 oranges to the driver, and driver has eaten those. Okay, so how many he's left with? Now he's left with only 2000 oranges and not 3000. So 1000 oranges he will shift 1 kilometer ahead, then he will come back 1 kilometer to take the rest 1000. Again rest 1000 he will take in the third round. Now there is no more than 2000, right? There are no more oranges left to take back, so he is now only taking 3 trips. That is, he will be traveling only 3 kilometer to shift 2000 oranges 1 kilometer ahead. Okay, so this is difference. That's why after 2000 he will have to take only 3 trips. Earlier he was taking 5 trips, now after that 3 trips. And this will happen until when? Until again the same story, until 1000 oranges are eaten away. Okay, so 1000 oranges are eaten away by when? 1000 by 3 is 333.33. So till 333 the story will be same. So let's see what happens. So from here to the next 333 kilometer, what happens? So by now he would have given away how many oranges? 333 into 3, that is 999. So here he has 1001 oranges with him. Okay, so far he has traveled 533 kilometer, 200 plus 333, 533 kilometer from the start, and he is now left with 1001 oranges. Now he is yet to travel some distance, and how much is that distance? Well, 200 and 333, so this distance is 467 in total. Okay, this distance is yet to be covered, and he has to maximize the amount which he will earn. Okay, now what will happen now? Okay, so this is where we feel a little bit of information is missing. First thing, it is a little bit confusing that whether the driver eats the orange first and then he travels 1 kilometer, or whether he travels 1 kilometer and then he eats the one orange, right? So, and because of this the answer could vary with one orange in the final answer. Okay, like if he eats first, then here they have 1001 oranges, right? Then one orange he will eat, and then he will travel 1 kilometer with 1000 oranges, right? However, if he eats after traveling, then he can only take 1000 oranges. He will bring 1000 orange here. Here he will eat one, then he will be left with 999, and one orange is left 1 kilometer back. Then he will have to go back to take that one orange. So because of this a little bit variation will come. Okay, so this should have been mentioned more clearly in the question. If you solve from this only, like he has eaten just before traveling, then by this way how much you will get? So 533 till here, at 534 kilometer he has 1000. How many more left? 466 kilometer will be left. So after that only one orange he will be taking, because not more than 1000 oranges are there. So in 466 kilometer he will eat another 466 orange, and 1000 minus 466, 534 oranges finally will be left, and that will be the answer. 534 rupees he can earn using this. Okay, using this means if the driver is eating the orange before traveling. However, in the question it says the driver allows to carry 1000 oranges at the time and eats one orange per kilometer traveled. Although it's not much clear, but from the sentence it seems like he will be eating just after traveling. Like he traveled 1 kilometer, then he will eat one orange, something like that. Okay, so let's go for the next one, that he is eating after traveling. Okay, if this was allowed, then 534 would have been the answer. Okay, all right, so let's move to the case when he is eating after traveling. All right, so what's the scene now? He will take 1000 out of these 1001, and he will reach here to the 534th kilometer. So this is another 1 kilometer. So, and after reaching here he will eat one. So he has now 999 oranges here, and one orange 1 kilometer behind. Now again we have now two options. See, if we want to pick this one orange, we will have to go back 1 kilometer and we will have to come back 1 kilometer. That is 2 trips, that is 2 kilometer. So here we will have to give our driver 2 oranges just to pick this one orange. So that is kind of a loss, right? So it's up to us whether we want to pick that one orange or not. And the another thing is, in the question they didn't mention whether can we leave the orange on the road or it's compulsory to take the orange, every orange. This they have not mentioned. So this is another missing data, because if I were here I would have simply left this orange and went ahead. And after that we know, if it is, see, if we consider this case when we do not go to take this one orange, then we are at 534th kilometer with 999 oranges. From here how much distance is left? 466. So 999 minus 466, finally we will be left with how many oranges? 9 minus 6 is 3, 9 minus 6 is 3, and 9 minus 4 is 5. 533 oranges. Okay, so this part is clear. Now if the question is saying compulsorily you cannot leave any orange behind and you will have to go and take that one orange as well, then what will be the case? So here I am left with 999 orange and one orange is behind, so I will go back and take this orange and come back here to so that's traveling 2 kilometers, and 2 kilometers I have traveled, so the driver will take two oranges from me and I have got one orange from here, so that is like -2 because giving to driver and +1 because picking one from here, so that's net -1, right? So earlier I was here with 999, so now I will be with 998 oranges at 534th kilometer, and then after that because we went behind to pick one another orange, okay, now I am not leaving any orange, then how much distance I am far away from the market? So 534 means 466, so now I have 998 oranges, the driver will take another 466 oranges for traveling 466 kilometer, so 998 minus 466, that is how much? 8 minus 6 2, 9 minus 6 3, and 9 minus 4 5, 532 oranges. So if we have to follow this one, then the answer will be 532 oranges. However, for me the most apt solution should be 533. Although I told this is a little bit difference in the language, they have not mentioned whether we can leave or we cannot. For this one I can at least consider because it is saying per kilometer traveled, so I can at least assume okay, after traveling 1 kilometer he is taking, so we might discard 534. However, that should also be clearly be mentioned, but here in 533 and 532 they are not mentioning anywhere which that whether the oranges can be left behind or not. So if I have to maximize my profit, I would simply have went with this option, right? And the official answer given in the book is this one, so because they are considering where everything you have to pick, okay, so but that should be mentioned anyway. So this is one of the famous puzzles, and that's why I told do not worry about the answer. If this question is coming anywhere, they will clearly explain what is the scenario, what is the case, and what are the assumptions. They will clearly mention it so that you get the correct answer. So focus mainly on approach, how we have solved it, how we have done it, and I hope the approach is clear to you now, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in comments. All right.